Hello everybody, my name is Weave, and today we'll be looking at Toontown Farm's 1.3.5 update, which was just released 5 hours ago. This has been something that I've been anticipating for quite a long time because this game has been in an update drought since December. If you guys don't know what Toontown Farm is, it is basically a single player spin-off of Toontown Online, where it's his own original thing, a whole brand new world for you to explore in, but the same Toontown that you come to love. One of my favorite little additions that was added in this update is this tile screen that you're seeing right here. Let's click to begin and let's go explore what Toontown Farm's newest update has to offer for us. Let's make a tune on the green slot because it's a great color, and I don't really care what my tune looks like because basically the character creation screen is the same as it is in every other version of Toontown. But one thing that is take interest off is the naming your tune section. You can basically name your tune whatever you want. There's this short little blacklist that will censor some things, but you can pretty much name yourself something really big and long and odd. This was what I'm gonna do right here. Just for this demonstration. So I'm gonna name myself really stupid bear, comma seriously. I can't type, but there we go. And as you can tell, it just submits just like that. And that'll be my name for this video right here. So let's just go through the tune tutorial together. The camera is the same as every other Toontown version, but something to take interest off is the animations in this game are seriously super smooth. And this game locks at 60 frames per second, which is amazing because in other games like Toontown Rewritten, I had issues where my frame drops to 30, mostly in really populated areas such as Toontown Central or Don's Dreamland, where people crowd around in the playground. Places like that, I don't really have an issue with that in the other areas, but it's very nice to know, not to know, but to see that the frames per second is 60 frames and locked at that. Of course, that might change if you have a really cruddy computer though. My apologies, but I had to make this excerpt here because I accidentally made a flub. So I'll have to redo the tutorial at least for this section right here. You'll be seeing really stupid bear seriously in a bit, but for now I'm on a different tune that I just created in 5 seconds. So let's just go through this dialogue together. I'm not going to read it out, you can just read it out for your own time, but it's different from any other version of Toontown, especially the tutorial, I mean. It's very interesting to take note of the power-up section. It's a nice and dark and edgy color. That pretty much just gives me power just looking at it. But it's replacing tune-up because obviously if this is a single-player game, you can't really have a tune-up gag. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's gonna look in the future. There's a lot of things about this game that makes me very curious. We'll be looking at the sticker book at the end of this showcase. There's also a chat button, but we can't really say anything at all. We're not allowed to. That's not really a implemented feature. Oh well, can't really say anything. I don't know if there's any points where I try wanting to chat, but I haven't really tried it. But there might be. For this section, I just kind of like to walk up to these dummies and throw a single pie at them. Go back into your holes after a bit after you hit them. Since this game is single player, there's a lot of cutscenes and cinematic shots, which is really cool indeed. But unfortunately, at the end of all of these cinematics and cutscenes, your camera angle, if you ever change it, will default to the default camera angle, like what you see right here. So I don't really like that. And it kind of does that for everything else in the game. So for example, you walk through a tunnel or exit out of a building or inside of a building, it was just default to your regular camera view. But let's just go ahead and fight this cog really quickly. This is the only cog that you can fight in the game. The animations in this game are super smooth. Look at them, they're really smooth. I really like this. It's very pretty compared to every other version of Toontown that was out there. All the animations in this game are just fantastic. They're very nice looking, especially with the 60 frames per second. Though, if you're recording, your frames tend to drop. I'll talk more about that in a bit, but upon that, that's all we can actually do gameplay wise. If you talk to Flippy and you pay attention to how he says to meet him in the Toon Hall, you can meet him in the Toon Hall, but you can't really do anything aside from that. You cannot even talk to him. But other than that, let's just go ahead and walk inside. We go to the tunnel of Playground's Funny Farm. Oh sorry, I'm just derping out here. Let's just walk inside anyways. So welcome to the Funny Farm Playground. Like I said, when your camera angle defaults, it kind of does it for everything, not just cinematics itself. Of course, that's very annoying. But here in the Funny Farm, there's not really much that you actually can do. You can walk inside all these buildings, I'm pretty sure. You can't really fish right now. I don't think there's any toon tents you can pick up. Let me just go take a look at that. Well, I mean, they're there, but you can't really do anything about that. There's only one street that you can go to, and that's the street we actually came out of. It looks a bit different when we go re-enter that, but let's just go look inside some of the other places. I'm pretty sure all the houses that are around here just have a different sort of furnitures of a different theme. It's like in this place, there's a lot of sweet treats. Let's go check in their house. In this house, it's very plain and standard. That's that. So I'm not going to show the rest of the houses because that's up for you to explore. You can download Toontown's Funny Farm in the description. It should be the first thing that you see. And let's go inside Mickey's Toon Hall while we're at it. We can't really talk to Fleep like I said, so that's all that there is to gameplay. But yes, it's the classic Toon Hall from Toontown Online. A big problem that I have with this game, however, is that this game is 60 frames per second, but when I record, my frames drop seriously low. Like, it's a really major performance issue. Let's go check the trolley game. There's a couple trolley games that we can play right now. I like the board, yes. So I want to see what we have. At least I'll play 2 trolley games. Just about 2. I'm pretty sure all trolley games that I'm about to play are functioning and there should be absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm curious to see how trolley games would be a lot more difficult in the future. Like, difficulty curve. Since there are going to be multiple other playgrounds, there should be, of course, higher difficulty trolley games. So I'm just kind of wondering how that's going to turn out. Wait, is this classic Cock Thief? Like, not the rewritten version? You can press Alt to fire. Okay, I'll try that. Oh my god, classic Cock Thief. This is great. Oh, I'm pressing Alt and that's what's happening. Oh. There's literally nothing I can do. Oh, alright then. Alright, so that is it for Funny Farm. The rest of this is for you to explore. Let's go ahead and explore Rickety Road. Because, like I said, it's a lot more different from when we last came through it. One of my favorite things about this street is how pretty the road is, honestly. Like, out of all the Toontown games, the materials in this game are kind of pretty. I mean, compared to like the low resolution wall, a lot of other materials look really pretty. So something unexpected came up, I apologize, so I had to cut out the majority of this street as we're walking through it. But we're near the end, and we'll be arriving in a place called the Funny Farm Central. This is basically acts like the hub of Toontown's Funny Farm. So here we are at Funny Farm Central. There's not really much you can see here, but a sneak peek into the future locations. And that pretty much concludes our showcase of Funny Farm's 1.3.5 update. Hope you had a blast watching this. I mean, you should definitely check this project out and follow it. That's what I'm doing as it's being worked on. But before we go, I had to log out and I forgot to showcase the sticker book. This is an incomplete map. It's just a placeholder for when this game gets completed. We also have some other other tasks we can look at. Here's an outlook of our toon. It kind of looks a bit like a mess right now. I like how our portrait starts off with our backside first and rotating counterclockwise. That's alright. Then here's our gag section too. Nothing much else there to it. There's also an FPS meter that kind of shows the FPS, and as you can tell, it's 60 frames per second. And of course, we're gonna log out here. Just one last thing that I want to show you. So right here, we delete our toon. There's gonna be a handful of messages that will display when you're trying to delete your toon. Like, Funny Farm really does not want you to delete your toon. But I'll just go through it. And there you have it. So yeah, if you like this video, do leave a like and do subscribe because I do other Toontown content as well. And I hope you have a nice day. Stay tuned.